Michael, no ride in the first or seconds. Must have been a bit of a blow hearing that the 2-year-old had come out today.
Could you just go again there? Sorry, Aidan, I was just cutting out a little bit.
I'm just saying that must have been a bit of a blow to hear of the scratching of Kufu in the 2-year-old race today.
Yeah, it wasn't something that I wanted to, first thing I wanted to hear when I got up this morning, but unfortunately that's with horses, things can go wrong, and he's just had a minor setback and he won't go around today.
Hopefully you get to team up with him shortly because you have ridden him at those trials. What's your opinion on him?
Oh, very high opinion of him. I think he could be top class, and everything he's done sort of at the trials and at the track has sort of set that. But then they've got to go out and prove it on race day, which we won't see today, but I'm sure we'll see it shortly.
Okay, you kick off your book of rides with race 3 and Sir Aglavale, a horse you've teamed up with in the last 3 for a win and a couple of placings. Today, rating 65, which is the same grade as the win was 3 starts back. What have you made of his form leading into today?
Well, I think he's a really good chance. He lets himself down a little bit, sort of the first 400 metres of the race where he doesn't jump away quick and can't really hold a spot, but he's really genuine. He's a good stayer. Drawn a bit awkward, but as I said, he gets back to 65. Looks ideal. Nigel trained, so I think he's a really good chance.
Okay, is that something you're mindful of, especially with that wide barrier to draw today, of where you do take a position?
Yeah, it is. But even if he drew in, he's still, from the times I've ridden him, he hasn't been able to muster much speed early. So I'll try and get him as handy as I can, but we'll probably need a good tempo as well.
Okay, moving on to the 4th where you ride Miss Tumut. Just going back through your record, I think the horse has won 3 of 20. I think you've been only aboard this horse once and it resulted in a 6-length win. Do you remember that fondly?
Yeah, that was back when Ben Ropia used to train her, and she won really impressively at Punters. It's a really easy win. The run the other day at Tiara was good. Up over a trip today, which really suits. Work's been good during the week, so she could be a sneaky chance.
Okay, moving on to race 5, you ride Tuscan Whistler, fresh up from Barrier 1. Have you ridden this horse before?
Yeah, another one I've only had one ride on for one win at Hawke's Bay, which was a long time ago. There's a VMOS BB's in there, it's hard to beat, but he's drawn one. Shane Crawford's been telling me how good he's been going, so he could be another each-way chance.
Okay, I'm liking that. Move you on to race 6 where you ride in the listed Trevor Eagle Memorial as Tell-All, a horse who you formed a pretty good partnership with, wins on at Harwater and Ellerslie in the last couple. What's he showing you in those wins, Michael?
He's showing me good ability. He's showing me that he's a very sort of promising horse. He does everything you ask from him. You'd say he's very push-button. You can just put him anywhere, go to sleep, and he gives you a good turn of foot at when you need it. I'm really excited about riding him today. Okay,
it looks to be a strong field with many horses bringing last start wins. That confidence still there, even assessing him in the context of this race?
I think so, because I've got a really high opinion of him that he's going to go a lot further than sort of the listed company as a 3-year-old. His work's been super. He's just kept improving. It's actually the first time he's drawn a good gate today, so that's another real positive, which gives me good confidence.
We spoke with Tony Pike about him earlier on, and we did bring up the Derby. What are your thoughts on him getting to 2,400 metres in March?
Well, he's only been over sort of the shorter trips, but he just switches off. I drove him out of the gates the other day from a wide gate, and as soon as I put him outside the leader, he just switched off and just dropped the bridle. So I think he's not bred to stay, but he looks like he might. And we all know as a 3-year-old, you can sort of get a little bit further than probably what you will later on in your career. So it's another good stepping stone to find out where he's at for sort of the Derby and that today. So we'll know a little bit more after today.
Absolutely. Moved on to the feature is the Group 3 Eagle Technology Stakes. Team up here with Gino Severini, whose form in the lead-up, it looks to be really good. How are you rating his chances in today's set weights and penalties feature?
I think he's perfectly placed. His first 3 runs have been super. He's 4th up at the mile. He's drawn the one gate. He's going to get a beautiful run, and he's only got 55 kilos on his back, so he's a big chance.
We look at the run from Ellerslie last time out. It seemed to be a race where they were all coming from off the speed. For him to kick on as well as he did from the speed seemed to be a really good effort. Is that the way you saw it?
Yeah, that's exactly the way I saw it. It looked like he got travelling quite strong, sort of from the 600 to the top of the straight too. He's probably done a bit of extra work too, so to stick on was really good. So he should be ready to go today.
We look back at what he did in this race behind another race rival, the Mitigator, last year, and he finished 6th, but he was wide throughout. At least from barrier 1, you should be able to get the ideal trip from there, Michael.
Yeah, he was caught wide, and he didn't really finish it off last year, but he's going to be right behind the Mitigator or right outside him, so I think he's better placed this year.
Okay, and you're riding the last is Rico for Jamie Richards. You draw kindly here on one. It looks to be a chance in a really even race. How are you rating that horse?
Yeah, his runs have been okay so far, back up to the 1400 off a soft gate from a really powerful stable, so we're hopeful.
Okay, well, might have just lost you there, Michael, but I will just ask you, what's the pick of your rides today?
I'd like to say Tell All, but then I really like Gino Severini too, so I'll just be going there and hoping one of them can get up, if not both of them.